We fight for freedom, yet we cage ourselves in our phones. We think we know the truth until we see the next post, and, well, that opinion makes sense too. Our minds are always molding, learning, shifting, so how can we ever be sure who's right? We let the ones who seem sure make the choices, but we forget that certainty can be the most dangerous illusion of all. And even those in power say change takes time, yet it's the one thing they'll never have enough of. We talk about justice and fairness, but most of us only know our own version of it. We tell them we're not racist, but we'll never truly feel what they have felt. And we tell the rich to share their money, but that money came from their own struggle and their own story, which again, we will never fully understand. Everyone's pain, privilege, and purpose look different, yet we keep arguing as if they are the same. We are told to choose left or right because moderates have no say, and everything is built on belief, so we end up just fighting for someone's belief that we mostly agree with, even if we can't be sure the information we base our opinion off of is true. We pray for peace in the world, not knowing if peace is even part of God's plan. We follow people who claim to have answers, but they lie awake at night questioning just like we do. And every culture wrestles with the same mystery. People on the other side of the world stay up at night thinking about their own God and their own purpose. There are explanations for everything, and yet somehow nothing makes sense. We think we know until we don't. Life seems to be the journey of never fully knowing the known. But you know what's crazy? The only thing that I can think of that every human on earth can understand is pain. Pain is what unites us all. It is what we are born into. It is the first thing we ever feel. Pressure and discomfort, crying as we exit the comfort of our mother's womb. A fitting welcome to a world that offers the same. But maybe there's another world, one we enter into without pain, but with love. Every near-death experience story, across culture and faith, share a similar tale. They all see light, and they all feel love. So maybe that's what we're missing. If every person were unconditionally loved from the moment they were born, would they still choose hurt and hate? We try to fix that brokenness with laws, standards, and systems when maybe all we ever needed was love. But it seems like constant and unconditional love is something we can't commit to. So we keep building barriers, and the cycle never ends. So those that ask me, why do I believe? I believe because I feel a pull towards something more. Because in all the ache and confusion, I have moments that feel like I'm getting hints of something greater. That's why I choose to love God. Because I feel like a child fumbling for answers in the dark, and yet I can rest, knowing that even through the pain and confusion, He is still in control and is preparing a place I can only describe as pure, unconditional love that every near-death experience story describes. And if you say that this is just my way of avoiding reality, my answer to you is, what if faith isn't an escape? What if it's endurance for this world? What if believing in something beyond this world is the only way to survive it and go further? Reality is harsh, and faith doesn't erase that, but it gives it meaning. It doesn't always make life easier. It makes pain purposeful. So in these final words, I will tell you to love unconditionally and to come to peace with not fully knowing, but having faith in the one who does. In that surrender, there is true freedom. Love you guys. Bye.